And welcome everybody to Ecast. The audio probably sounds like crap because this is the first time I've been using this mic, but I'm here today joined by Tyler.
Yes, sir. What's up? We're finally doing it.
Yep, welcome to the worst audioed podcast in Ecast history. And of
Yeah,
course,
probably.
since we've been hyping it up all summer, it's finally here.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just what happened. I forgot what happened when you said you were gonna be able to do it, or at first, you're gonna have to wait to do it. But and then out of nowhere, I think it was either right before or a little bit after my birthday, you were like, "It's fine, and I'd be able to happen." I was like, "Really?"
Yeah,
And yeah, no, we're here now.
hey, took a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of pain, sweat, and tears, but we're here. And like any good episode of Ecast, you know what we have to start with?
What's that?
Sports. What? Sports news of the week. Big
For
things have
sure.
gone down this week. Tyler, do you know what big things have happened this week in the sports world?
Why don't you tell me, John? Why don't you tell me,
Why don't
John?
you
Well,
tell me, huh?
sadly, a hockey player. I can't say his name, but Johnny Gard, uh, whatever. He got a car accident, passed away. Very sad about that. Um, yeah, the big contract extensions in the NFL. Brett Williams got a big deal. Ayuk got a big deal. Um,
I think it's pronounced
Starting to
Johnny
consider.
Gradu.
That sounds right. But yeah, now he sadly passed away in a car accident. Uh, Very unfortunate. Great hockey player, good guy. Uh, Hate to see it.
Hmm.
Well,
But other than that, what else is happening this week, Tyler? That's big, big news.
yes. Wait.
The NFL is back, especially by the time this goes up. Week 1
Yes,
starts
sir.
this weekend. It's a big, big week. What are you
Yes,
hoping
sir.
for to start this season?
Um. Well, as a Packer fan, I want to start 1-0. However, I think the Eagles and they're a good team. As long as we can keep it within 14 points, 10 points, I'll take that.
Also, how do you feel about having your Packers play on a Friday in Brazil?
I'm excited. First ever Brazil game. Packers going to play in it. I'm not really a big fan of no green roll, but yeah,
I do
yeah.
love that. I love it. Oh, we're gonna play in Brazil. We're gonna play in the stadium that bans green. What are we gonna send to Brazil? The two greenest teams in the NFL.
No, no,
The Green
that's your more
Bay
green.
Packers.
Yeah, no,
They could have chose any team, and they chose the two green teams. I don't. Doesn't make much
yeah,
sense.
no.
But of course, we had them. But starting up, we got a pretty big rematch from the playoffs last year to start tomorrow, Thursday night. The Ravens are taking on the Chiefs. Now,
Or
big moves happened in the offseason. Rasheed Rice, became a criminal. Uh, Derrick Henry was added to the Ravens. What are you thinking about this game that's coming up here?
well, I think the Ravens are get their revenge. I think the Ravens are gonna take it. I think it's a good game, 35-32, but I mean, you know, man, it's revenge at its finest. I feel like
No, I
that's
hear you.
just
All
it's
right,
canon.
moving on from the weekdays. Let's start with Sunday. Our 1 o'clock kickoff. We got a bunch of different games going off at 1 p.m. Sunday. But to start it off, of course, we have basically the toilet bowl here. Panthers at Saints. I
I love the Saints there. I mean,
I don't even care about that game. That's how sad this is. I mean, I guess I hope Bryce Young has like a pretty good sophomore year, but like I just don't
I think he,
care about the NFC South.
I mean, I think honestly the Buccaneers and the Falcons might put on a show for the number one
Oh
spot.
yeah, no,
But
the Falcons have definitely built up off in the offseason. Like their offense is finally probably going to do some good numbers this year, and the Bucks just are going to stay consistent with last year. But
they better not Baker Mayfield. That's one of my fantasy quarterbacks this year.
next up, Vikings and Giants.
All right.
Honestly, this could go either way
You know what? I'm not going to go with the Giants here.
because you got Danny Dimes. You you got Danny Dimes in there leading the charge. They don't have Saquon anymore. They got an okay receiving core and I wouldn't say great defense, but a solid one. Has some solid key players. Going up against a very like injury-ridden Vikings team. How many
I think I got to go
ACLs
for.
can you tear leading into a season?
I don't know. Like, look, I'm not going to lie with you. The fact that JJ got drafted that high, he is a third round
Listen, looking
quarterback.
at him in the preseason, he was looking golden, but just
He was, but look, you don't. Look, Bo Nix was there, and they passed upon Bo Nix. Yeah, no, you just don't do stuff like that. Like, Bo Nix, I put on a hot take right now. You write this down, John.
yeah, I'm writing this down.
I think Bo Nix is going to be rookie of the year.
He's gonna have a breakout year for the Broncos.
Bo Nix, rookie of the year.
I,
Over Caleb Williams.
listen,
Over.
I think rookie of the year. I think it's gonna go to, and this is just me. I think it's gonna go to the man, the myth, the legend, Trey Lance.
He's not a rookie, John.
I mean, technically, he basically is. That's how it is in college now. He's been injured his entire career, so basically, he's just a red shirt rookie.
He's playing some games.
You do know
Yeah.
that there's a guy playing in the NFL, not the NFL, in college right now, who started college in 2016 as a freshman.
I heard of that. Yeah.
Got injured for like 3 seasons in a row and is finally playing his senior season this year.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. No.
wild.
What was
No,
it? What are the picks so far, Sean?
I don't know. Picking Sam Darnold, they got Sam Darnold. That's their QB.
Hey, this is gonna sound crazy. Look, Sam Darnold, okay.
Is he your QB1 heading into week 1 here?
No.
Is he your guy?
Look.
Are you gonna stand by Sam Darnold?
Look, I'm gonna stand up for Sam Darnold here. Look, with the correct weapons around him, the right weapons around him, he has been nothing but solid. Like San Fran, I know he's like God squad team, but when he played, when he was coming for San Fran,
Hey, listen, he's got one of the best wide receivers in the league. He's got one of the best tight ends in the league.
Hopkins is going to be out for a while.
Yeah, if Jay Jettis can stay healthy, doesn't he still have Jordan Addison? He has one of the.
Well, Jordan Addison will be suspended. Remember?
Oh my! He has Jay Jettis, which
yeah,
I like Justin Jefferson, but there's only so much he can do.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to call for a trade after this season. He's going to pull a Randy Moss. But
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I say Giants got this matchup. Moving on, we got another.
Sorry, time out, real quick. So, who have you picked so far? You picked the same people as me, right?
All right.
Why are you sitting with the Packers Eagles?
We went Ravens, Packers, Saints, and we're going Giants here.
Oh, those are your picks?
Yeah.
Okay. So far, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Ravens, stay with there. I love the Packers. They're my team, man. I try to get a good game, but the safe took care of against the Eagles. I don't know if it's the Eagles, but
I don't know. I feel like Jordan
I,
Love's going to show something here.
well, look, it could go either way. I think
Who
that
has the
both
better
teams.
kicker right now? That's the big thing. Whenever the NFL travels for these games, it's always on the kicker.
Okay, in that case, the Eagles. but
Oh,
but no,
well, shit.
but no. Look, look. Hear me. Here, the Eagles and the Packers. This game's to come into this. All right, both fan bases want a good game. If it's a good game, it looks good for both teams. If it's a blowout, it looks bad for one of the teams. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think it's a really close game, though. I think the Packers are not. I don't think they're going to win the division, but I think they're gonna have a good year, like 11-6, maybe 12-5 even. But I think I'm gonna go with the Eagles here, and I'm gonna go with the Saints. I'm gonna go with the Panthers as well. The Panthers, the
All
Giants in
right.
that game.
All right. Moving on here.
Are we writing this down? You want me to write this down?
I thought you were writing it down.
Hey, after 1 second. I'm sorry. Uh, look, guys, it's the first one back since what, May? Man, right.
Yeah, actually. Oh, jeez.
Week 1. It's John Tyler. All right. So you picked the Ravens, Packers. I would say, John, I really appreciate your confidence in the Packers. I
Didn't I?
think we can win this
Oh, wait.
game.
We're not going to talk about that yet. We'll save that for later here in the podcast.
Okay. Ravens, Packers, Saints, and the Giants. So far, we're the same here. Ravens, Eagles, Saints, Giants.
All right. And now to continue on here. Next game, 1 o'clock game here. Patriots, Bengals. And the obvious choice here, Bengals.
Oh, uh,
I
I
like.
mean, look,
Listen, I like
don't.
what the Patriots are doing right now. I really like it. They're starting to It's not going to be a return to form for them, but it looks like they're not going to have a terrible season. They're going to have a nice little Steelers season, okay? It's just going to be a nice little buttoned up Steelers season.
Yeah, I Well, I think this game's gonna be closer than people think. Hear me out. I feel like the Bengals always start kind of slow in the year. I feel like it's gonna be like a
But do you think
10-3
they're
game.
slow enough that they're going to lose to the Patriots?
No. Here's the thing: the Patriots have that. There was a point last year. In the span of 3 games, the Patriots gave up less than 20 points. The problem was they scored less than. They also scored way less than 20 points. So I think the Patriots are going to have another top 10 defense this year.
Listen, man, here's what it is.
The,
The Patriots defense just has to score.
yeah, that's the issue.
That's what won
But
Dallas a bunch of games last season.
yeah. With that being said, I'm going to go with the Bengals here. Thank you.
All right, moving on. We got Steelers Falcons. This is a tough one.
This is a good game.
Do we
I
want
think
to
it's a
let
good game, I
Russ
think.
cook? Well, I guess Russ isn't starting, is he?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Or I thought Justin was.
No, it's
I thought Russ
for
got
Steelers
injured.
fans.
Didn't Russ get injured?
Oh, I don't think so.
Opposite side, you got Kirk O'Chains here. He's pulling up with probably the best backup QB in the class right now, Michael Penix. And then they got all the weapons down there. They just need to put it together. And now that they finally got rid of the terrible offensive coordinator, the terrible head coach, I think they've got it. This could be the Falcons' year.
Well, John, hear me out here. I think it's going to be game of the week right here. Not going to lie with you.
Really?
It'll be a hot take.
You think the Steelers versus the Falcons is going to be game of the year? That's crazy.
Week. No, not year. Not year. Week.
All
week.
right, game of the week. That's what you're calling.
Look, yeah,
Make sure you
hear
write
me
this
out.
down. Tyler's pick for game of the week.
Uh,
All right.
yeah.
Moving
G
on.
O
Oh wait,
W.
I guess I gotta pick a team here, huh?
Yeah, who's gonna pick? Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the Falcons here. I like it. I like what the Falcons are doing. Steelers.
Where's
I feel like Steelers are just gonna have a regular season for them.
uh,
9-8, make the playoffs,
yeah.
maybe.
Look, the Falcons. They're a better all around team. The Steelers. I think George Pickens gonna have a breakout year, like 1,300 yards receiving, 14 touchdowns. Um, what's it called? I think because you know why he has a competent quarterback, Russell Wilson. Hopefully, Wilson, who can throw the ball. And Pickens, I mean, to my knowledge, is by far the number one guy. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think the Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to win this one. So you're picking the Falcons?
All right, I'm going Falcons. You're going Steelers. Moving on here, we got Texans at Colts. I'm going Texans here. There's no other way. There's no other choice here. I loved them last year. I love them this year. Colts, obviously, they're going to get some of their stars back here, but I don't think they have what it takes to beat the Texans right now.
I'm going to go with the Texans as well, but again, this could go either way. So I think that's going to go with
how do I say it? CJ Stroud, he made great strides at the end of the last season. He's proven himself. Anthony Richardson hasn't. He was injured a lot last season.
He was injured. In the 4 games he played, or how many games he played in the last year, he did good last year in the games he played in. However, that was like, 2-4 games last year?
And then we got Minshew Mania for the rest of it.
Yeah, fantasy football, he is projected as like one of the top quarterbacks to go off the board, just because how much he runs. Okay, we're getting our fantasy teams later in this podcast, but I have him as I started one of them.
All right.
And I'm also going with the Texans here, but
it's we're rocking with Texans. All right, Cardinals, Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Cardinals picked up probably one of the best wide receivers in the draft this year, but
in week 1, yeah, no. And
Kyler Murray ain't got nothing on my boy Josh Allen.
Did you pick him in the one league?
No, I don't got Josh Allen in the league.
No, did you pick him or no?
No.
Okay, no.
Remember, I had Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen last year.
Because you're fucking gay and you picked Mahomes for him.
Hey, none of that. Obviously, we're going to go with the Bills here. Moving on from that. Titans, Bears.
It's called. I'm sorry. I'm
going to pick the Titans.
Okay, I would pick the Bears. I fucking hate the Bears.
Listen, I'm not picking the Titans out of any respect for the Titans. They have some nice, decent stuff that they put together. Will Levis, I like him. I like him a lot.
I think
Tony Pollard, bless his soul. I love that man. Sadly, he went to Tennessee, but they got some pretty good weapons down there in the Bayou. So I think they're gonna whomp on these Bears.
You know what, John? I want to make a little wager with you too with these picks, maybe. Whoever has the worst record between us has to buy a jersey. I would say it's the other one's favorite team, or their least favorite team in the league.
You're not going to say if they have to buy a jersey of the worst player in the NFL from the worst team?
No, you have to buy a jersey from the team they hate the most.
Tyler, if you lose, you have to buy an O.J. Simpson's jersey.
Okay. No, I will buy a Bears jersey if I lose. If you hate the Eagles, so you have to buy the Eagles jersey.
I don't just hate the Eagles.
You despise them.
I'm more than just an Eagles hater, okay? Just because I'm a Dallas fan doesn't mean I only exclusively hate the Eagles. I spread that
Who's
hate
your least
around.
favorite team?
What?
Who's your least favorite team in the league, then?
My favorite team in the league?
Least favorite team.
The
Least.
49ers.
Oh, okay. The
I'm a
49ers.
Cowboys fan.
What?
What did you expect?
The fucking Eagles. Oh,
It's tied between the
yeah, no.
49ers and the Green Bay Packers for me, man. The Eagles are like, oh, they're our NFC East division rivals, whatever.
That's true.
The
But,
49ers and
okay,
the Green
fine.
Bay Packers have been my nightmare for my entire life.
Yeah, I thought that it was going to end for you in the playoffs, but no,
Every
it's
terrible game that we've ever had in the playoffs in the last 20 years has been at the hands of Aaron Rodgers. I won't
yeah.
stand for it anymore.
But fine, okay, fine. You know what? You know what? Who do I hate? 49ers are in this hell too. Maybe a loser has to buy a 49ers shirt. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Loser has to
But
buy. Hold on, no. Loser has to buy a Debo Samuel jersey.
I don't. Yeah, that's fine. I don't like him.
So yeah, that you gotta buy a Trey Lance jersey, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to find one, Tyler.
We'll figure it out. I would vote for like our least favorite team, whoever team we hate the most.
All right, moving on here. Jaguars, Dolphins, the Battle of Florida.
Okay, this is what I think is going to happen. Look, the Dolphins have had the biggest issue for the Dolphins recently. The last few years, consistency. They're gonna start this year off 8-2, 8-2. They are then gonna proceed to lose the next six. They're gonna lose the next six and go 9-8.
Wait on a minute there, player. We all know the Dolphins are going to be able to clinch the league. They'll be one game away from clinching. And they'll lose in the dumbest way possible and have to play in, like, Buffalo.
Okay, I feel like the last 2 years, like, they've had the division on lock.
That's what
up until week 18.
They could go undefeated this year. And they'll still lose in the dumbest way in the playoffs.
Here's the thing: they're not going to win the division. It's going to be probably the Jets, I think. But I'm going to go with the Dolphins here. Who are you going to go with, John?
I'm going to go Dolphins as well. I don't think Trevor Lawrence has it. He has his flashes of like what everyone thought he was going to be. But I don't.
I think the Jaguars are going to be the playoffs this year. I do. They're going to be like the 7th seed, but I think that division is going to be the Texans for years to come. And here and there, like the Colts are going to make it be able to win the division, but because I think Anthony Richardson has a great future in the league. But anyways, what's the next game?
Next up is a man you said he was going to have the best season for a rookie. We got Broncos versus the Seahawks.
You know what? If the Broncos, I love Bo Nix. Bo Nix is probably my favorite player in this draft. I might buy a Bo Nix jersey.
Okay, Mania. Okay.
Have you heard about Broncos playing?
Remember the last time there was a quarterback that was on the older side that everybody loved that played for the Broncos?
Yeah.
Remember what happened to that man?
Tebow?
The Broncos happened.
I'm going to take... okay. Oh, look, I think Bo Nix is rookie of the year. I want him to do go and succeed. If he plays as good as I'm thinking he's going to play, I'll buy a Bo Nix jersey.
But, the big problem here is, Tyler, the Seahawks defense. If they show up, Geno Smith could break both of his kneecaps, and the Seahawks will still have a good chance of winning this game.
I think Sam Howell this year with the Seahawks starting quarterback. But anyways, Yeah, no, that's the thing. I love Belichick. I think the Broncos are going to have a solid year this year. But I think they might be able to squeeze into the playoffs as well. But we want the Seahawks.
All right, yeah, I'm going with Seahawks too here. Next up, we got
Seahawks.
an AFC rivals matchup here: Raiders Chargers.
Um, Look, Chargers might be my second favorite team in the league. My favorite player in the league is Jerry Bosa.
Brother, ugh,
Um, I know. I know what people say about that.
that's
Like, he's not a
disgusting.
big.
You're a
Yeah, he's not a
Chargers
big.
fan?
They're my second favorite team. Yeah, probably. But you know why? Because my favorite player in
No
the
wonder
league is
you
Jerry
love
Bosa.
Aaron Rodgers. No wonder.
What does that have to do with anything?
You know exactly what
But
that
no,
means.
Jerry Bosa is my favorite player in the league. Love him. The thing is, he can't stay healthy. The entire defense can't stay healthy. The Chargers, like with Justin Herbert, is going to be the only part of that offense that's good this year. Uh, if they make the playoffs, that man deserves $1 billion contract. And I feel so bad for Herbert because I think he got extended. I'm not sure if he did, but I'm pretty sure he got an extension. So he's there for a while. Because I think who's their number one receiver? Quentin Johnson.
I have no idea.
I think.
I don't pay attention to the
No,
Chargers at all. The only time I
that's
pay
right. That's
attention
what
is
I
when
mean.
Dallas whoops their ass.
In that case, that being said, I think that the Raiders this year, I think the Raiders have a great year. They have a quarterback, a solid quarterback, Gardner Minshew. They have that's a quarterback, yeah,
They no
Minshew,
longer
yeah,
have Jimmy G to
Minshew.
throw those hospital balls, right?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. The receiving core is okay. It's nothing special, but it's okay. Adams there, but the running game took a
They still
little
have
bit
Josh.
of a beating.
They still have Josh Jacobs.
So, no, Packers have them now.
Ah,
I hate when we have them. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. But
I say Raiders take this one easy. Anyways, moving on.
he's, I think I feel like be a blowout here.
Moving on to the game I really care about this week. We got how about them boys? Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. What a stinker of a
Mm-hmm.
doozy.
This game, I'm not gonna lie with you. If the Browns defense shows up, probably they will. It's gonna be a low-scoring defensive battle.
I'm just remembering something. Didn't the Browns, their first year back in the NFL, lose to the Cowboys in their first home game?
Maybe
It was
actually, I
either
don't know.
them or it was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Look, John, I'm telling you this real quick. The Cowboys are gonna make the playoffs. They're like 12-5. Um, I'm taking the Browns here.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Apparently you drank
It's
too
gonna
much
be,
of that
yeah,
Joe Flacco Kool-Aid.
I'm
He's not
sorry.
even there now.
I'm sorry, John. You know what?
Listen, no. Leave your opinion to yourself for a second here. I love Amari Cooper. That's my guy. I really wish we still had him. But this is Dallas 100%. We still have a really
John.
solid defense. Our offense, it's gone through a couple changes so far, but I'm liking where it's coming. It's coming together. It's going to be a week to be basis to see how this running back room is going to develop. But I'm saying Cowboys got this one.
You know, John. I'm sorry.
I think I'm
I'm
putting
very
most of
sorry.
Nick Chubb's knee out to play.
No, John. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm sorry. You picked the Packers. The least I can do is pick the Cowboys here. I'll pick the Cowboys.
All right. Moving on, we have the Redskins taking on the Buccaneers.
Oh my God, the Buccaneers.
Bucks, easy.
Buccaneers.
Listen, I miss Dan Quinn, but I don't care if you put the most mobile, best quarterback in the league. I'm taking Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Commanders might surprise some people by going like 7-10 this year, but
I
No
feel like
Buccaneers.
it's gonna be probably Philly or Dallas at top. Commanders in third. Giants are gonna be a dookie pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm taking the Bucks in this one. Moving on, we got a very exciting matchup here, a revenge game, if you will. We got the Rams taking on the Lions.
And but I forgot who I took care of my one poll. I think I'm doing with my dad. Um,
Well, this was an easy. This is a very easy choice for me. I'm going Lions.
really, this is
Let me just
easy. I think it's
say,
gonna be.
the Kool-Aid tastes good. It's very good. I can see colors, and that color is nice and Detroit blue. Go
With
Lions.
how
Rams can suck it. It ain't prime time, show time, whatever you want to call it. Greatest show on turf, my redacted.
Mhm.
It's Lions. They're winning this.
Okay.
Amon Ra is my boy. I love that man. Jared Goff has
You picked.
shown that he deserves all the respect. Sam Laporta, bro, solid number 3 tight end in the league right now. Love him. It's just a great team.
Yeah. No. No. Yeah, you know what, man? As you were talking, I kind of remembered that Aaron Donald retired, and
Oh
with how
yeah.
good that Lions run, how good that how good that Lions running game is.
I mean, hey,
Yeah, I think
they
the
did pick up Blake Corum, and he had a really good, solid college career. I mean, I was at the Penn State game where he literally ran over all of them all game long.
yeah, I think I think also Aaron Donald out and how good that run offense is. I hope that Matthew Stafford has a better like welcome game, welcome back.
Oh, they're
Like
gonna. It's gonna be a standing ovation. That you saw what they did with the playoffs.
they booed him.
No, they didn't.
You see that? You didn't see that? They were booing him
They did
actually at
not
some
boo
point.
him.
I saw like people. I don't know, but
You may say
anyways, no.
some,
I think
but everyone in Detroit understands that man gave his body to the Detroit Lions, his body and his soul, to try and get it done there, and he couldn't.
exactly. But I saw booing him. I saw something about the booing him, but I don't know. But anyways,
But yeah, no,
I
Lions got this easy.
yeah.
Moving on,
Without that,
we got
yeah,
the final
Lions.
game of Week 1. We got what may be the Super Bowl matchup this year. Jets taking on the 49ers.
I'm gonna go 49ers here. I mean, I just
I'm
think
going
they're still
Jets.
a more complete.
Listen, man,
I think
Aaron Rodgers gave me a funny looking potion earlier, and I'm going Jets. I don't know.
look, man. Look, I love Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, I might get Aaron Rodgers Jets jersey. No, um, but I don't see how you pick against the 49ers this year until like if CMC like dies, that entire defense just like because I swear to God the 49ers running like a cartel or something because man they they keep on signing these players to big contracts. Where is this money coming from?
Oh, they're obviously a front
Like,
for the mob.
yeah, no, exactly. It's like what like but I don't know. I It's gonna be a good game. I think the score is gonna be like 30-27. But I think you gotta go 49ers here.
All right.
But yeah, no.
All right,
So
Tim. It's that time. It's time to go over the fantasy league and how our drafts went. We got two. We got two. We both equally have two teams to go over here. We can
why
start
don't
off
you go
with
first, John?
our shared league, and then we can move on to this other one. Mostly because in our shared league, I was actually able to kind of draft. I was at work, so it was a little bit of a struggle. But in
Okay.
the other one, oh my goodness,
Okay. So how about this? How
let's
about this?
go.
You go first for this one. I'll go first for my other one.
All right, here we go. Starting it off, we got. By the way, this is a single QB starting league, 2 running back. So to start off, I got C.J. Stroud. That's my. Like I said, I really liked how he did in his first season here. I am hoping he has a great sophomore season. We'll see how it goes. Moving on, I picked up Travis Etienne because I had him last year. Let me say, I want this man to be that uncle I didn't have. He is honestly the best. Probably one of my favorite running backs in the game right now. Like, if you see the highlights from his brother's the same. Just 2 really good football players. Moving on, we got David Montgomery. Listen, I just needed to pick up a running back. I don't have much to say about this man. But a man I picked up on purpose. My guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh my
Great pick.
goodness.
Fantastic.
The GOAT, the greatest wide receiver since Calvin Johnson for the Detroit Lions. Moving on, Calvin Ridley. He's a solid wide receiver. Picked up Mark Andrews at tight end. I just liked the guy. I liked him when he was in another place. But I liked him a lot. In my flex right now, I have the criminal himself, Rashee Rice. He hasn't been banned yet. He hasn't been suspended. I'm gonna keep him until he gets suspended. That's what it is. My starting defense this week, as of right now, it's Seattle. I like what I see in here. And then my kicker, Brandon Aubrey. On my bench, though, I picked up Jordan Love, which, interestingly enough, about this pick, I 100% picked it just to piss Tyler off. I picked him very early. I think he was pick number 5 for me.
No, Jordan Love, or yeah, you.
It might have screwed me over a little bit, but I just really, I was like, he's there still. This could really upset Tyler.
They did it because I wasn't really looking at him.
I picked Jordan Love up. I picked up Detroit. For my defense, I got McPherson, somebody that you really wanted last year. I don't know how much you wanted him this year. I picked up Lockett, liked him. I got Dobbins, Gibson, and then finally I finished it off with Mr. Tucker Kraft. The better of the 2 tight ends heading into their sophomore season here.
Yeah.
He is right now, though, sadly.
Yeah. John, I like your team. I do. At first glance, I was kind of like concerned. I think you have a solid 8-6 team here. 8-6 is like
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think if your team plays to the best of their ability, you have a 10-4. Your ceiling is to be 10-4. I do see the flaws of look. We don't know how Lloyd's going to play this year. We don't know how Ridley's going to play. Montgomery might not play as well as he did last year. Those are some potential flaws. Your defenses, you never know. I think the Seahawks have a better defense than the Lions. But I think your floor is 5-9. I don't think your floor is that low. I think your floor is 5-9. But yeah, but I think you have a solid shot to the 10-4. You have. At least you don't have you don't have that one guy who drafted Jake Elliott in round 5. But yeah. But all right, John, how do you think your team looks record-wise?
I think my team's going to go on a nice, solid playoff run here. I'm looking at probably a solid 3rd place finish.
I like that. I do. I
don't think I'm going to win. That's a given. I don't think I'm going to win the draft just because I wasn't able to pay attention as well as I wanted to. But I think I'm going to go on a solid run. All right,
I think
let's hear your lineup here.
I think that's your ceiling is 3rd place. I don't know your team. I feel like 6th place, 5th place. You're at the playoffs. That'll be the first one. That's it. At worst, though, I see your team being 2nd to last. It's worse, but I don't. Look, John, there are many people worse in the league than you. Many people. I think you should feel safe for not wearing the dress. But anyway, John, you want to tell them the punishment for the league?
Yeah, the punishment. Sadly, I wasn't able to be there for the draft because I was working, and everyone else lives in Philly. But the punishment for the draft is to go to B Dubs and address everyone else there. It's gonna be wonderful. And apparently, who was it that said their girlfriend's gonna doll them all up if they lose?
I don't know who said, but you forgot one part, John. The loser also has to eat 10 of the hottest wings.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like I'm so on. Oh, also, for rejections, let's see here. Um, where's it? Where's that? Hold on. For for power rankings, uh, John is ranked eighth. I am ranked second in the rankings, but yeah, that could change. Like I've been ranked first before I got almost last. But my team, I'm happy with my team. At quarterback, for some odd reason, and I think I know why, Anthony Richardson has been like a very early quarterback taking off. He's been like the first, sometimes he's been the second, third guy taking off.
Listen, man,
Sometimes
he's
I
a good
heard.
quarterback as long as he can learn how to slide. That's his problem.
He's going to get a lot of rushing yards. That's a big fantasy get. And those are big fantasy points. I think he has five weapons around him to throw to. And I think I like that pick. And I had the first overall pick in the draft. And for you fantasy players, you probably know who I picked at my running back one position.
He obviously picked Ezekiel Elliott.
Sean Watson. Oh no!
Did you pick O.J. Simpson?
Yeah, totally. 2 years ago, we were messing with our buddy Todd, who didn't know anything about football at the time. And like, you totally picked Deshaun Watson as your second overall pick when he got suspended, and he picked Deshaun Watson. It was fucking hilarious. On my RB2 position, I got Rashid White. I feel like he's a star RB2, Buccaneers guy. He had a good year last year. I don't see how he too much of a decline there. At the wide receiver one, Mike Evans. I feel like that's a strong wide receiver one. He's gonna get at least 1,000 yards. I feel. My wide receiver two, DJ Moore. I feel like even with Keenan Allen there, he's not gonna do as good as last year, but I don't see how he does like light years worse. I think he's still the number one guy. He's a younger guy. My tight end position, I have Njoku. I think he might be the best tight end this year. That might be a hot take. The last year, who's top five. I think he's going to go off again this year. My slot position, Tank Dell. I love Tank Dell. He got hurt last year, and he's on my fantasy team in my one league. He was prior to the reason why I lost the league. His injury was unfortunate. At my starting defense, I was going for the Jets, 49ers, or the Browns. Sadly, I got the Steelers, but the Steelers have a great defense. I'm very happy with that. I'm very satisfied with getting them. My kicker is Jake Goody. With kickers, you want to kicker with a good offense with a good offense, and the 49ers have maybe the best offense in the league.
Are you sure about that?
Who would you say is better?
You don't want a kicker with a really great offense. You want a kicker with an offense that kicks a lot.
Here's the thing, though.
Like, that's why Brandon Aubrey was so good.
They're gonna consistently get him in the field goal range. That's the thing. They're gonna move the ball fast. I think he's gonna be fine. Not what you're saying about. I always say you don't want if he gets too many touchdowns, but extra points are still points, you know. Anyways, my bench, my backup tight end, Juan Johnson, Christian Kirk, backup quarterback. When Anthony Richardson's week 14, when Richardson's on a bye, I'm gonna be basically the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My backup running back is Singletary, Adam Thielen, Devontae Williams, Broncos running back. Colts defense is my backup defense. I really like my team. I think my running backs are probably the best part of my team. Like even like when you see CMC or White are on a bye, I really don't see my team falling off in the running game. that much. Receivers are probably they're weaker than they usually are for me. I usually go receiver heavy. Um, but I think they're still okay. I think my biggest concern is like how's Anthony Richardson going to do? Is he going to live up to the hype for fantasy, or is he going to be a disappointment? But yeah, how do you feel about it, John?
What? Sorry, you had a lot of words that you were saying, and I zoned out for a second. I did take half a
No.
bottle of cough syrup before this. Um,
By the way, everyone, we're gonna do a podcast one day where we drink a bunch of Nyquil and see who's the first to fall asleep. No, I'm kidding. But all right, but John, how do you feel about my team?
I think it's a pretty solid team overall. A little questionable on some picks, but I think you know what you're
Okay,
doing.
so this,
Um, Listen, all I gotta say here is it's time for our next group of fantasy players. Just because I don't want to max out the storage on my computer. Um, Also, my dog's getting a little annoying right now. But let's start out with your second fantasy team here.
oh yes. I feel like John, you were hating on my team a little too much though. But anyways,
Let me
anyway,
say I am
so
the biggest hater. I hate the way you.
yeah, I bet you.
Yo,
Anyway,
yo,
so my other league,
TJ Mustard on the beat, yo. About
in my
that.
other league, my starting quarterback, because my backup quarterback and me and John's league were both in together. Baker Mayfield. Uh, my starting running back is Saquon Barkley. Backup running back, Jonathan Taylor. My running backs are absolutely key. My wide receiver one is Brandon Ayuk. My number two receiver is DJ Moore. My tight end is Taylor Fried. Taylor Fried, I think he is going to have a good year, a really good year. George Pickens is my flex. I might be moving him to my wide receiver one. There's
Oh,
only
they keep
better
some.
though. Uh, the Bears defense is actually my starting defense. Um, and John, for you, my kicker is Brandon Aubrey. On the bench, I actually have Nick Chubb. I'm investing in Nick Chubb. I think when he comes back, he's going to be pretty good.
Uh,
Uh,
Listen, say his name and he'll appear.
Nick Chubb.
I believe in Nick Chubb.
I believe in Nick Chubb.
Did you see the video of him squatting? He's already doing that. Like, stem cells are crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But like,
I know.
I think
The
he's gonna
question
have
with
a
him
solid
is,
recovery. He's probably not gonna be as good as he used to be. But
I
when your
I
knee
think he'll
when
be
your
good
knee ends up
fantasy
pointing
wise.
in the opposite direction, I don't think stepping on the field
Yeah,
afterwards is a small thing. Um,
but but yeah, Christian Kirk. Uh, I have him. I have Lockett. I have the goat himself, Bo Nix, as my backup quarterback. I have Kurt Otten. I have again Javante Williams. I have the Jets. My two defenses. I love my two defenses here: the Bears and the Jets defense. Hey,
okay,
John.
okay,
I feel
Boomer.
like my team here. I feel like my team here is about at least a 7, 8 out of 10 team.
Let me guess. Your third string quarterback's Johnny Unitas.
Yeah, totally. Hey, John. But what's your
I think you got a
what kind
pretty
of
solid team there. Moving on, my draft. So, little known fact: I work security, right? I was working a Green Day concert while my draft was going on, and I completely forgot it was my draft. So I just kind of slapped a couple players into my draft board, see what happens. I had terrible service. I couldn't actually, so it was auto drafted. You ready for this starting lineup? Actually, we'll start with the bench first, okay?
Saturday?
All right. Starting off, we have defenses here. The Lions defense, the 49ers defense. Moving in, we have Christian Watson, wide receiver. On the bench here, Singletary, running back. McConkley, wide receiver. George Kittle, tight end. Jonathan Brooks, running back. He's actually out for the season. And now moving into my starting lineup, I have no backup kicker, by the way. I got Greg Zuerlein, which I love
Okay.
him. He used to be a Cowboys kicker. Gotta love him. My starting defense right now, Jets. My flex right now, Travis Kelce. Starting tight end, Sam Laporta. Wide receiver core, Amari Cooper and Chris Godwin. My
Mm-hmm.
starting running backs are James Cook and Travis Etienne. And my starting quarterback is Jaden Daniels.
You know what, John? I was thinking a lot worse. Huh? Do you know your flex though is Travis Kelce?
Yeah, my flex is Travis Kelce.
Hmm.
And
I
my
think the
starting tight end
only
is Sam Laporta.
I think the only thing I don't like there is everything else is the quarterback. Because he's like thing with rookies starting
I didn't want
in
him.
fantasy.
I didn't want
No,
him.
I know, I know. Who's your backup quarterback?
I don't want RG3 Jr., okay?
Who's your backup quarterback?
I don't have one.
Oh, well, you should get one.
I'm working
Well,
on it right now. That's the first thing I noticed when I opened up my draft board. I was like, after the draft, I was like, why didn't it get me a second quarterback? It got me
look,
three
okay, fine.
defenses and a running back that's going to be out for the first 6 weeks of the season.
All right, so John, I'm not going to lie with you. Without Jan Daniels, I think your team's really good. I don't know, here's the thing. Jan Daniels, the thing with the rookie players, like, you never know how they're going to do. You can only guess. You can kind of like, players like, oh, I don't know. Like Daniel Jones. You can expect what you're going to get from him. You can expect what you're going to get from
Here's
Kirk
what it is. You
Cousins.
ready? You look at rookie players and their great seasons. CJ Stroud. He is not the rule. He is the exception. Most rookie quarterbacks are going to end up like Will Levis. They're going to have a couple games where they're showing flashes of talent, but most of the time they're just not going to be developed enough.
Exactly. Like you can't, like, I mean, look, he started immediately. He's a runner. He's a runner. I think it's to get you. You're going to be able to rely
He's a
at
track
least 10
star.
points a game from him. I think he's going to average 10 points a game.
Yeah, but he's going to lose all his
But
yards because he's going to get sacked 50 times.
you know, John, I think
I'm just hoping him and
I
McLaurin
think
can hook up. I like McLaurin
I
a
think
lot. I'm just hoping they can hook up.
John, I think your team, John. I think your team, if anything else plays well, I think you can win the ship.
I doubt it. I came in last place last season. And I had a better team.
Yep, I believe in you, John.
This is a very half this league are very conscious about fantasy football and the other half don't care. So it's a mixed bag who you beat and who you don't.
John, I believe in you.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Tyler. Well, I want to thank you for hopping on here. It's great to have
no
our
problem.
first at-home episodes filmed. Hopefully this will get
Yeah,
out in a
yep,
timely manner. Like I said, this has been Ecast. I've been John. This has been Tyler. Ecast with John and
yep.
Tyler, of course. We'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.